guys, before I get too involved in this one today, I decided I need to turn the camera on because things happen when I didn't have the camera handy. So got a little ahead of myself, but to bring you guys back up, basically measured, cut the frame rail, got the old stuff out of there, making way for the Jimenez Bros front subframe here. So Dane went and plasmed me out some brackets here earlier today. So these are fish plates that we're going to use for stiffening the joint between the two. We got a boxing plate, and then also have some pieces I'm going to attach on here right now to help the two ends slide together in theory. I got a clutch bracket here that needs to come off, so I'm going to run that out real quick with the impact and yeah, start tacking those brackets in. I'm just going to tack everything in, make sure this thing slides on there, and make sure it's all happy before I go burning it in. A bunch of measurements, make sure everything's square and level and all that good stuff. So then I'll probably pull this back off, finish burning those guys in, and yeah, keep going from there. We'll see. Just going to go with the flow on this guy here, but everything's been measured. I got all my notes, so this is going to work out perfect. Yeah, got some zinc weld on there right now where the bare metal was, so yeah, let's get to it. Probably going to be loud. Ugh. This sucker's been raining rust out of there, so yeah, be prepared for that. So let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yep. Come on out of there. One. Got a fighter here. Come on. From the backside here and pop this thing off maybe. Get off of there. Deleted. All right. So we got 3 of these brackets here. I already zinc welded them. Let's see, get you guys in here. So these guys, let's see. You see that? Yeah. So these will get welded in here like this, kind of making a C shape, like so. That'll get wedged in there, but basically that'll get something for this guy to land on. So I'm gonna get these laid out real quick, and so I basically want about an inch overhang. That'll be enough to slip this on and off. Plus I need to be able to get in the backside to burn it into that as well. So, yeah. Let me get these suckers laid out and be right back. Actually, I'm gonna zinc coat the backside. I did one side, but need to do the back. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'll be back. So I got the zinc weld on there. We just use some of this SEM product here, zinc weld. But look at all this stuff that's falling out of here. Up in there. Yeah. Maybe it's all out of there. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get these plates lined out and get ready to weld in. Got my little line drawn on there. I'm just gonna slam that sucker in like that. Line up at the back side. Clamp this sucker into place here. Yeah. Yeah, so then these other thinner plates here go right on the top side like so. They're all beveled already, thanks Dane. I'll burn those in and then begin fitment. So fire up the welder and throw a couple tacks on this thing. All right, got the welder all hooked up. set the full fuse mode. I don't know if you need to see, but bring you around anyway. So right here, got our lines lined up the outside of the frame rail. We got a couple holes here. It's probably where I'm going to throw the tacks. Yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and burn those suckers in. At least on those guys. On the little ones, I'll tack them in case I need to move them. But yeah. Go ahead and just fuse this sucker in place here. Clear. I'm not going to fully burn this sucker in yet. I'll come back, hit all the corners and the edges and all that stuff obviously after the test fit. Right now I just want to set this up so we can take this, slide it right onto that in theory, and yeah, we'll do the other side and we'll see what fits and what doesn't fit. So same thing as last time. Beauty of that rack. You can get right in here. Pop that guy on, like so. Throw another clamp in there. That C-notch looks to be can't hold it together with this guy. Yeah. Better. All right, got a few holes on this side to burn in. Warm. Alright, with any luck, this frame rail is the same width and whatnot. Frame rail slides right on the top, but the opening in it is about an 1/8 inch off. So I think what I'm going to do is drop these lower plates off of here. That way we can have something to hang on to. And then I can still come back and burn it in on the inside. That'll probably be the easiest thing to do, but evidently it's not exactly the same as the original frame rails. Shocking, but that's why I didn't burn it all the way in. So I'm going to tune these things up and then wrestle this thing in. Got the old trusty death wheel. I'm going to cut that lower plate back just a smidge. See if we can get this thing to hang on there. I think it'll work. Should work. Just fine. Just fine. Junk in the middle of the road here. Clearance. All right, I'm gonna go grab some stands to steady this thing. All right, Got the screw jacks over here for assistance, and it's really a two-person operation, so I'm going to go ahead and wrestle it myself and see if I can't struggle this thing up on there. I wonder why my back hurts all the time. Here we go. Yeah, lift up your back. Come on now. All right. This is something. Why? I want to see what's going on. Taking a break. I think I need to narrow these tops up just a touch so they slide in there better. It's close. So, yeah, I'm going to cut those back. We'll try that again. Through the magics of TV, it just slid right on. Just need a little tweaking. Good to go. Bring you guys in here. So, got that puppy all slid together. Perfect. I still need to set level and all that business, but yeah, kind of see what's going on there. Not too bad for a bolt-on. I'm gonna level this sucker out and yeah, maybe I'll tack it into place. That's what I'll do. I can still get in the back side of all this stuff over here inside the C-notch to burn it all in there. So we'll get this sucker leveled out and tacked into place, so that part's done. Make sure it's all square, all that business. So grab some levels, be right back. All right, so I got the big dog level out here for side to side. Got this little guy right here sitting on a cross member, which is parallel with the tops of the frame rails, and this. So it looks like I need to bring down the passenger side a touch, and we'll start with that. It's either bring it down or go up on the passenger, or driver. Just getting right in there. Come on now. Yep. Getting close. We're sitting out front and back here. Looks like I need to bring the whole front end down a little bit, so bring this guy down. Keep an eye on my bubble. Ooh. Yeah. All right, so you can see for the front to back parallel, pretty much right on the money there. And then for this guy, looks like I need to go passenger down. So bring that down a little. Come on now. Get close, a little bit more. That's all it needs. Yeah, pretty dang close. Right there. Double check our, ouch. Bar right there is getting me. Put that there. Anyway, that looks like I need to come up a little bit. So this is where it gets tricky. You move one thing and they all start turning. So let's bring up the driver's side a touch. see what happens here. All right, bubble is on over here. Bubble is good there. So that means it's sitting level where it needs to sit. Now I need to make sure it's sitting square inside the chassis. So a bunch of measuring and cross measuring and all that stuff. I won't bore you guys with that, but I'm gonna get that all squared up. Also need to measure for center line and all that business. So I'm gonna do all that, and let's see here. Yep, got this guy. Measure all the center line stuff, and then report back. All right, everything is back to square. Cross measured it. It's sitting level, nice side to side. I think we're ready to throw a couple good tacks in here. I had to bring in the passenger side a little bit to get it squared up, but everything is looking pretty dang good right now. Center line looks good on axle spacing and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna throw a couple tacks in it, hold it in place, throw a couple good ones in there, and I want to open up this, kind of chamfer this edge here a little bit more. The other side's fine, it's got more of a gap in it. This side, on the passenger side, needs a little more opening. So, all right, double check, everything's good. So everything is good now. Just tacked in. You can kind of see up there. Just threw a quick little weld on there. Everything's nice and level still. Another one up here. And keep in mind that never really want to butt weld anything. So that's why we put those pieces on the inside. Then we got these guys here. Once it's all welded in, we'll come back, burn in these guys also for a little extra rigidity. And then we have the plates for the inside, which we're gonna box first on there to bring it even, and then we'll throw another one of these over that to tie it in. So shouldn't be going anywhere. Ow! Again. That bad. I need to move that, I know. So anyway, I think that's it's gonna wrap up today. I think I got to get going here soon. Pretty cool to see a sucker on there. This is fun stuff. I do enjoy this quite a bit, especially the transformation. She's rusty though. I will say it a million times. So don't tell me that this thing's a pile of junk. I know it is, but it'll be a cool pile of junk. So until next time, guys, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes day by day on this guy. Hey guys, updates. Another day of welding. Got the subframe all welded on, as you can see. Outside's done. So I'm in here. So inside of this channel here, on the previous video or earlier or whatever that happened, we welded some bracing on the inside here, some 3/16 plates to kind of gusset it off on the inside. So that's all fully welded out. We also put a boxing plate on right here to extend this out, and now we're putting another kind of a fish plate over the top there. So yep, extra bracing never hurts. So I'm gonna get this burned in, and then this portion will be done, and then we'll tackle the next project, which is bumper stuff, I think. Front bumper stuff, that is. So, and then this front end here is just about ready to mock up, put together, and all that good stuff. So let's get it burned in. I got the bracing all put in and all the gussets and inside and outside and all that stuff. Bunch of welding, whole bunch of welding. So this sucker is stable. It's not going anywhere. Promise you that. I'm gonna clean up my mess a little bit here, maybe pull some measurements, figure out what I need to do in terms of the front bumper brackets. This particular subframe came a little bit short. I don't know why. Should come out to about here or so. This is the old rail right here. So it's got the 2 bolts right here for the front bumper bracket to attach to. So, yep. Good thing I took a bunch of measurements. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna, clean up. I'll be right back. Back, all nice and clean-ish. But frame, it's hanging by itself. Look at that. Should be good to go. So I already got one control arm hanging, and a while back I had it powder coated this, they call it super chrome, but I don't know. It'll be cool. But I have a whole bunch of stuff done. Spindles are all done. Man, that was a long time ago, years ago. So I think before I start putting all that stuff together, I got to finish these bumper brackets. I want to get to putting the suspension together on it first, but I got to make sure I get these brackets done first. So I'm going to pull some measurements and see what I come up with. All right, I went ahead and just grabbed this old chassis, laid it here for reference. I do need to put the core support mounts as well. Maybe I can just reuse those. I don't know. The interesting thing is that we have another chassis right here. This is Jason's chassis. It's a GSI chassis for the 57 Chevy that we're building. So 55 to 59, all the same. But I was just kind of looking at his. It's got this bracket right here. That's kind of real similar to what I need, I would imagine, but I can pull some measurements off his just to double check with the original one as well. And then also he's got core support ones, and these are really cool because they're adjustable. You know, if you need to move your front sheet metal around a little bit to fine tune it, pretty cool. I guess the original ones move, but not that much. You can kind of see a little bit here and there. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap my brain around this here, and we'll see what I do next. Not sure. Okay, so I pulled a bunch of measurements, did a little comparison this frame to this, got my center line, got my core support center here, which is kind of weird, falls kind of right where this kicker is. Oh well. But the real thing is this right here needs to be about 3 1/4 inches longer. So right here, kind of marked it out. So either I can fabricate another set of tubing like the front here, or I can cut this one off and weld that on. Which I'm kind of inclined to weld on the original one so that the brackets slide in like they should. I can get to the hardware and all that stuff. I think it'll be fine. These ones here are a little tweaked, but that's easy to straighten out. So I think that'll be my game plan. I'm gonna cut these things off, sandblast them, and see how they fit. Boom. These things are kind of blasted. Man, I totally forgot a whole side. And it didn't blast it very thoroughly. I'll be right back. Finished blasting. So yeah, these things actually fit up pretty decent at the outside of the frame as far as the width. A little narrower on the inside. I don't know. I feel like fabricating them may be the way to go, but not today. I'm gonna weld these suckers on. Be done. So I got these to put on. Need to do the core support mounts here at some point. Those guys. Those may be a little tricky. I'll probably have to fabricate something for those because these are designed for a flat frame, and obviously this one's kicked up. So got that to contend with. After all suspension's put together, probably add some brake line tabs to it. I'm gonna bevel the front of these a little bit so I can burn it in a little nicer. It's not very thick metal, it'll burn in just fine, but add a little bit of a bevel here. fit, tacked up. Let's burn it in, you know? Time for a new lens. It's getting a little dark. All burned in, I'll clean it up, come back, knock down the welds a little bit, straighten out the end of this little bumper horn here. But yeah, I'm gonna do the other side, be right back. All right guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. Another day down, a little after hours sesh. But got the horns welded on here, and I may come back and knock down the welds, clean them up a little bit so they're all nice and smooth, and take the corners off and all that stuff. But everything's flush, bumper will mount up now, and that'd be cool. So yeah, core sport, brake tabs, assemble front end for pre-fit. So getting close. I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna steal those little brackets off it and then pitcher, and yeah, that's a wrap on this one for today, but maybe tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow, and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks, guys.